First Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to our brothers on down, teaching, preaching, pushing this gospel. Good news to the four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Greetings also to the few sisters that tune into these video epistles. Hope you're edified, built up by the power of truth that's coming out of this book. It's our book, the holy book for the holy people. And we're calling the lesson something to the effect of sudden brutal destruction is near, very, very near, and we can feel it. Those who can't feel it, well, you're running out of time. I'm going to go straight back to this scripture here in the Passover season, and we just know more judgment is coming down the pike. Let's start at the top. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly. This is Paul speaking to the Hebrew Israelites based in Thessalonica, and he's saying, you know all this. I'm here to remind you. When they shall say, they who? It's all the heathen nations headed up by Esau, Edom. They're the ones who are getting ready to say peace and safety, everything's going to be okay. We've got all our artificial intelligence, all of the framework is all in place. They're going to put aside all of our differences. There ain't going to be any more war. Everything's going to be nice. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. See, the world is in darkness. Was it Isaiah maybe 60 or 61, on the first verse there? The world is covered with great darkness, lies after lies of this man and this wicked Edomite kingdom, calling himself the white man. We know who you are now. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of the darkness. This is real separation here. We and us. Calling us Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. It doesn't matter anymore. We are the us right here. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. The majority of our folk are not watching. And just as the plagues came, actually, let's go straight to that one now. This plague of water with Noah. We're just going to get a few verses here. Everyone knows the story very well, of course. Let's get Genesis 7, go from 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were open. See, this water wasn't just coming down, it was coming up as well. It was everywhere. And the force, just imagine broken bones, people being thrown to and fro, and the animals and the fish and the birds, and just imagine, you got to put yourself right there. Just imagine what was going on. The great deep, the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were open, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the self-same day entered Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark. Just reading some of these verses earlier, it's like this. Pay attention here to this self-same day, talking about the suddenness. 120 years Noah, the prophet, was preaching the same boring, monotonous message, building his boat on dry land. It had never rained before. Well, here we are again. This time, the raining is going to be intercontinental ballistic missiles fire is going to rain down on the earth. And they're laughing, they're mocking just as they mocked Noah. You've been saying this, I've been hearing about this for all this time. Where is it? It's that scripture that says, I'm going to cause this saying to cease amongst you and will bring my word to pass. But we're going to get, where's that? Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. What old paths? The paths of the righteous fathers, people like Noah. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But listen to the response of our folk. They said, we will not walk therein. They're refusing to hear this word. They got the names of other gods in their mouth. They prefer lies, smooth things. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. It's that new song. It's an old song being remembered. They don't want to hear it. They said, we will not hearken. Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. See, there's a payback, there's a recompense if you don't want to listen and hear this thing. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil, bad times upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened, they've not listened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. It's a big joke. I prefer lies, especially the house Negro. Got absolutely no sympathy. What's that scripture that go and cry unto the gods that you've been crying unto? The scripture says there, the gods of the other nations. They're not gods. You've got these fools. They're popping up from all over the place. Oh, why I left being a Hebrew Israelite. How can you leave your own bloodline? It's absolutely pathetic. It's ridiculous. It's like, I don't know what they've obviously been paid off for. Just crazy. If you refuse to acknowledge your own father, that doesn't mean he's not your father anymore. It's stupid. Why I left being a Hebrew Israelite. Where was I going to go to next? Let's get a... Well, right here. Let's get Isaiah. This thing is going to be sudden. There's all this build-up. The framework is all in place. And it's going to be like a flick of the switch, and we're suddenly going to find ourselves in the midst of this judgment which is to come. Isaiah 63. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, is Yahushua and his great return, his second coming. Great deliverance and great destruction. Bozrah synonymous with Esau, Edom's headquarters over there, America. Babylon the Great. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine vat? Why is it red? It's symbolizing the amount of blood, the killing that is getting ready to take place. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Who's his redeemed? It's the children of Israel. And on this side of all this wrath and fury, it's the elect of the house. And the 2/3, obviously that much more, they're going to be left to burn. The scripture says, I will leave them there and melt them. We'll leave out Ecclesiastes. I had one here. Let's get it. Ecclesiastes 9:11 and 12. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time. Bad time is coming, when it falleth suddenly upon them. You were close. It's coming suddenly. We just get this one here in Proverbs, I think. Yes, Proverbs 6. Let's go from 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is like a false is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. That's all he does. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Everything is just stirring up. The pot is stirring up. Everything is in place. It's just going to be wham, bam. Here we are right in the middle of it. We're just waiting for this man to get on with this microchip, the RFID microchip spoken about in Revelation 13 and 16. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. Listen, the first one, a proud look. You should have Esau Edom, the so-called white man's face, right here. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. He's guilty. The plagues are intensifying right now upon Babylon the Great, which is America. His whole system has been turned inside out. The finance, the economy, everything, inflation, getting ready to ratchet up with all of his idiotic tariffs and what have you. You're listening to swift, sudden, brutal destruction is near. Shalom. Until the next lesson.